Hello, everyone, and welcome to MCS TV. My name is Drake Facion. I'm alongside Colin Hoffman. We're here for today's basketball matchup between the Marion Harding Presidents and the Ontario Warriors. How are we doing today, Colin?
It's great to be up here, man. And along with college football, it's my favorite time of the year, basketball. Love basketball season.
Definitely. And here we have a matchup between two teams, both in the MOAC, and I believe this is the first MOAC game for both of these teams. Marion Harding comes to this game 0-2, and Ontario comes in 1-0. And off jump ball, Ontario gets the ball, and that's number 30, Tavion Harris, who gets it. However, the ball does go out of bounds, and the Presidents do take over.
I tell you what, Drake, Presidents got to start off fast. They've come off two rough losses to Marysville and Olentangy, and they just need any spark that they can get early on.
I agree totally. And it's Devon Fraker who takes the ball up now for the Presidents, who passes it to Gary Money on the right wing. He dribbles up, gets the ball to Lane Stevens. Gets it back to Fraker, who will pump fake at the elbow and dribble it back out.
Fraker's got a mismatch right now.
Yes, he does. Lane Stevens with the three, and it will hit off the side of the backboard. That's Mitch Myers with the rebound.
That was a great rebound.
And the putback for the first buckets of the game, and it's now 2-0 for Marion Harding. Very good play there by Mitch Myers, just getting offensive rebound and going back up with it. So now it's the Warriors with the ball, and it's number 24 with it currently, Chance Mott, who will pass it to Harris, who back to Mott, who shoots the three and will knock it down. So that is his first 3 points of the game for Chance Mott, who is a 6'4" sophomore.
I tell you what, Drake, this Prexy team's not very tall, so they got to be as aggressive as they can be and get to the hoop.
Definitely, and that was kind of an issue last game where the Presidents were getting the ball and not really getting enough close-up shots, good shots really, to help them win the game. They're getting blocked inside a lot and just couldn't really get any type of offensive rhythm going. Now it's Money with the ball. We pass it out to Stevens, who will get it back to Money, who will pump fake outside the three-point line, get it to Deontay Smith, who had the leading scorer for the Presidents last game with 13. Devon Fraker goes up for the layup and misses it, and Ontario with the rebound.
There might have been a little contact there.
Possibly. It's number 30, Tavion Harris with the ball, who will pass it out to Mott, who will get it back there to number 30. And Deontay with the strong defensive rebound there, swinging his arm and securing it as Devon Fraker takes it up and loses it, and Ontario with the ball back, and it's now Harris who will get fouled by Fraker.
Fraker just got lackadaisical with the ball there, and obviously resulted well with the Ontario Warriors there.
Yep, and that's an issue sometimes, with when you have a fast-paced player such as Fraker. He's so fast he can fly around, but there's, the occasional turnover where he'll lose control of the ball.
I'll tell you what surprised me, Drake, is quite the player Devon Fraker is in football. Man, he was a shocker this year for me. It was crazy to watch him play.
Definitely. He was definitely our secret spark, and it was fun to play out there on the field with him. That's number 11, Shaquan Coburn, who knocks down his first 3 of the game. So that is 2 outside jump shots to begin the game for the Warriors.
Not so bad yourself, Mr. Facion. First team All-Ohio.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And it's Fraker with the ball, who passes out to Smith, who gets it to Gary Money, who will take the 3 and be a little bit off the mark there, as Ontario will get the rebound, and Mitch Myers will pick up his first foul of the game.
That is not a good shot by Gary Money.
Not at all.
Too early in the possession, and you gotta work for better shots than that.
Agreed. They could have got a better shot inside and moved the ball around, but it's now the Warriors with the ball. So that's 2 fouls now, 1 on Devon Fraker, 1 on Mitch Myers for the Presidents. Hopefully we don't see them get into too much foul trouble tonight, but we will see as Devon pokes the ball out there, but it will stay with the Warriors. So this is Ontario's first season in the MOAC after a mediocre first football season for the Warriors, who didn't win a conference game, actually, 0-7 in the conference. However, their basketball team definitely looks more promising for the Warriors here. And that's Chance Mott, who will step out of bounds, and the Presidents will take over, trying to drive baseline, and stepped out.
I tell you what, the Presidents' defense is looking very sharp, very aggressive, and that's what they need to do, and they need to force turnovers, and defense creates offense, and it's a great thing.
And checking in for the Presidents comes in number 2, Elijah Browley, his first minutes of the season here, as he was out the first 2 games due to injury. He checks in for Mitch Myers, and it'll be interesting to see what Browley does. His first game back, he's been very excited, and let's see how he can perform today.
You know what? I tell you, this guy could be an X factor. I mean, Prexy's being a very small team. He's got some height, got some power to him. It'll be interesting to watch.
Agreed, and that's Chance Mott who will take the three and be off the mark, and that is Gary Money who gets the rebound, however, gets fouled by a Warriors defender. I believe that is number 30, Tavion Harris. As the Presidents will take over the ball, Elijah Browley, will inbound to Dejon Smith. Smith with the ball, guarded by Harris. He'll pass the ball to Money. Smith with again, who will take the three, and that one is off the mark, a little bit short, but Browley does retain offense rebound, dribbles out, takes his own shot, and gets blocked by Chance Mott. However, he takes it in again and gets it back out to Dejon Smith. 2 threes off the mark there for the Presidents, and Gary will get a good pump fake.
That was a great pump fake.
Good inside score there by Gary Money, taking it to the cup and getting the defender to go up.
Talk about fundamental basketball.
Definitely. That was the shot that they were looking for there. As Harris will go up and miss it. However, number 15, Logan Jones, will get the rebound for the Warriors.
Right now, the Prexies defense is not the problem. It's looking sharp. I mean, once the Prexies can get something on the offensive end, this could be a very well put together team.
Agreed. And that's Chance Mott now with the ball, who's outside, who will pass it to Coburn, who will go up and off the mark on the layup there. Lane Stevens with the rebound. They will now get it to Dejon Smith. 3:42 left here in the first quarter. Ontario with 5, Marion Harding 4. Elijah Browley now with the ball up top, who will drive in, however, pass it out to Dejon Smith.
There's no movement right now. Everyone's just standing around.
And Elijah Browley will take a 3 off the mark, so that's 0 for 4 for the Presidents from three-point range to start off the game. Not how they wanted to start after only knocking down 1 3-pointer in the last game.
Got to get bodies moving.
Definitely, and I don't think the Presidents are a good shooting team. You know, with 1 for well over 10 shots last game. You know, when you're getting low percentage shots, you might as well just eliminate them from the game. As Browley picks up his first foul. And checking in for the Presidents come Deontay Smith and Deshaun McKinney in for Browley and Mitch Myers.
This Deshaun McKinney kid was he was a fun player to watch last year. He had a real energetic spark to him, and I'm interested to see how he comes out.
Yes, definitely. He was more of a JV player last year, but it looks like he's getting some really valuable minutes now on the varsity squad this year. As Chance Mott has the ball out, we'll pass it in, and we'll try to get it back. However, gets lost up, gets tangled up, and the Presidents will take over. It looks like that's foul will be on 24, Chance Mott.
Ontario's got to take advantage of their matchups. I mean, their height is outweighing the Presidents tremendously.
Agreed. And now it's Dejon Smith who will take down the ball for the Presidents, guarded by Harris. Smith with the ball, who will try to dribble, but it looks like he picked it up one time, and that will turn it over to the Warriors as Lamont Fraker checks in for Lane Stevens.
Slow start to the first quarter here.
Definitely a little bit of sluggish play from both teams offensively. Good defense game so far on both ends. As that's number 15, Jones, who will get the ball, who will pass it out to Harris, who will dribble out to Mott, back to number 21, Kayshawn Brooks, who will shoot it, or Moss, who will shoot it, and knock it down. So that is his second 3 of the game. So Chance Mott, definitely the spark for the Warriors early on, as Dejon Smith will take
that was a good move.
Great take. However, Devon jumps over, and however, that will be an over-the-back foul. Great athletic play there by Fraker. Good effort, however, ended up with the foul.
Tell you what, that was a great drive by Dejon Smith. He's just got to find a way to finish.
Definitely got it in at point-blank range and just was a little bit off the mark there. 2:15 left in the first quarter. Marion Harding 4, Ontario 8.
Let's see how Ontario handles a little press action here from the Presidents.
As that's number 23, Shaver with the ball, who will pass it to Brooks. And Shaver turns it over as he was looking for Mott there, but throws it out of bounds.
That was just a bad pass.
So across the 2-minute mark, only 12 points scored in this game so far. But looks like we'll see a little bit of more action to pick up soon. Smith, guarded by Shaver. He'll pass it to Deontay Smith. Lots of Smiths on this year's team.
Yeah.
I think 3 of them, Dejan, Deontay, and DeMonte. And Deontay Smith with the strong take, almost with the and one, but will go to the free throw line. Very strong take, going up, drawing some contact, and going up strong.
That was great perseverance there by Deontay Smith.
And that's a lot of what we saw in last game. You know, even though the Presidents picked up the loss, it was still a nice game to watch to see. And Deontay Smith was a leading scorer and really just played more aggressive than a few other people on the team. However, they did end up losing. So Deontay Smith's at the line for 2.
You know, Deontay is one of the bigger players on this team, so he's got to play like he's 7 foot tall. You know,
so he knocks down the first free throw to bring the game to just 3 points. Smith off the mark on the second one, and the Warriors will get the rebound. That's number 23 Shaver, who will pass it to number 11. We'll get it back to Chancemont there. Shaver back with the ball. We'll get it to Brooks, guarded by Dejan Smith. Brooks passes it out to number 40, Jaden Jacobs. Back to Mott, who will take the 3 and be off the mark on that one, and that will be Deshaun Kinney, who ends up getting the rebound.
That was another great defensive possession by the Presidents.
Stayed tough throughout the entire possession. And now it's Smith with the up top, who get it to Fraker. Take the pick from Deontay and drive right in, get the shot up. However, it's off the mark. They fight for the rebound, and jump ball will go in the direction of, is that the Presidents? Yep, we go in the direction of the Presidents.
And Drake, if you're the Prexies, those are the kind of shots you want in the paint.
Definitely. Inside, fighting to get a good shot off. They just got to put it in the bucket. As we have 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gary Money drives in. We'll get it to Smith. Back to Dejan Smith, who will drive to the hole and be off the mark on a layup there. So Dejan Smith, a rough shooting quarter to begin, but he is getting a few good shots. And that's Brooks, who will take the 3 and will be off the mark there. And
tell you what, the Prexies got away with one there.
Yeah, Shaver with the rebounds. Back to Coburn, who will get it back to Shaver. And Harris was tripped by Deontay. However, there was a travel before that occurred, as Lane Stevens will check in for Devon Fraker. 24.4 seconds left in the first period.
Prexies have a great chance to end the quarter on a great opportunity to score. You know, have momentum going into the second quarter. It's a great thing to have.
Definitely, and that's what the Presidents need more of, honestly, is just getting momentum and getting good runs of good offensive possessions, really. As Stevens will hold the ball. As we get to 10 seconds, we'll get it to Deontay Smith, and who will travel. As I saw that one, took a few extra steps, and the Warriors will get the final possession of the quarter. Jacobs inbounds it to Harris, guarded by Gary Money. Very good defensive player. However, that was a travel. As it turns out, the Presidents should get the last possession. I said that last time, but another turnover after another one.
You know, 3 seconds is quite a bit of time. Prexies have time to get a couple dribbles off and get a potential good shot off.
If the Presidents can get a good play off, they should be able to get a pretty good shot off as well. And looks like they get it back to Smith, who was shooting as soon as he walks in. And that'll be an air ball at the end of the first quarter.
Tell you what, Deontay had a couple more dribbles there.
Definitely. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Ontario 8, Marion Harding 5. We'll be right back.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way. for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player.
And welcome back for the second quarter, of Marion Harding versus Ontario. Score is 8-5, Ontario with the lead. Colin, what did we see in that first quarter?
Prexy's came out very stagnant, but their defense picked up for a lot of their slack, and I'm interested to see how their offense reacts here.
Definitely. And Ontario will start off the quarter with the ball, as that is number 30, Tavion Harris, guarded by Gary Money. And now 15, Jones with the ball. Back to Chancellor, who will take his 4th 3 of the game and knock that one down. Chancellor is 3 for 4 to start off this game.
Can't let him get off to a hot start here.
Definitely. Him 9 of the 11 points for Ontario. He's definitely one to watch. Lane Stevens now with the ball. Get it inside to Elijah Browley, guarded by Mott. Browley will go up and is too far under the basket and will miss the layup there. And Jacobs now has the ball for Ontario, who will Euro step, get the shot up, but will be no good. However, Jones will get the rebound and go back up strong and miss that one. And Browley is pushed by Jacobs, who will pick up the foul there. It's good aggressive basketball down low, that possession by the Presidents. Even they were getting rebounds, they're still playing strong.
Prexy's got to start taking advantage of these opportunities that their defense is providing for them.
And now, Dejon Smith has the ball with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Ontario does have the 6-point lead. Gary Money now with the ball. To get it to Browley. Money with it now.
Prexy's got to get the ball inside.
Definitely. Too much just throwing around on the outside, not enough getting good shots. As Browley drives in, kicks it out to Dejon Smith, who will take the 3 and off the mark. 0 for 5 for Dejon Smith. Missed start off the game. Over Lane Stevens will get it and go back up and be off the mark as well. And those are just 2 missed shots by the Presidents. They're good opportunities, both of them, but off the mark.
Now, those are points you got to have if you're the Prexys.
Especially with only 5 points in the first quarter. They need to get some offense going fast. As they will juggle the ball around and throw it out of bounds, Presidents will take over, as Deshaun McKinney will check in for Elijah Browley. 6:24 left here in the second quarter. 4 fouls on each side. As now Dejon Smith will take it up, being guarded by Tavion Harris.
Tell you what, this is a very young Prexy's team, and that's a thing to remember as well. They have a lot of potential.
Yep, completely new makeover compared to last year's varsity team. Lost a lot of seniors, just 3 seniors on this year's team, but nonetheless, still a decent Marion Harding team that just needs to grow.
And I'll tell you what, if there's a will, there's a way. Coach Worstel, he's proven his success here at Harding, and he's shown that he can get the results. So, very interested to see how things turn out for the Presidents this year.
As there was a foul down low, looks like either Mitch or Gary will pick that one up. I think it is. Yep, Mitch will pick up the foul there for the Presidents. That is his second. And now that's 5 fouls apiece for each team. A few more, and they will both be in the bonus. Now it's Ontario with the ball. Shaver will take it up for them. Who will get it to Brooks. Guarded by Gary Money there with the good full court defense.
Oh, that was a very good press.
Very good press, and it almost resulted in a turnover. However, Jones will go up on Mitch Myers and be off the mark as Dejon Smith will get the rebound, and the Presidents are running.
Presidents need to keep up that press. Ontario had a difficult time getting through to that.
Definitely. Now it's Lane Stevens with the ball, who will drive baseline, try to get underneath and get a little bit of contact, but no foul there. Looks like there's a clean block. As now it's Chance Smott with the ball, who will look to drive on. Stevens will pass it out to Kober, who almost lost the ball. Back to Jones up top to Shaver.
I like it. The refs are letting him play a little bit.
Definitely.
Get a little physical.
Definitely. And with the game getting softer and softer, that's what you want to see as Jones will travel there. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Smith now with it for the Presidents, who takes a pass half court, pass to Gary Money. Gets it to Deshaun McKinney.
Presidents really got to find that spark.
Definitely. Mitch Myers takes a three and knocks it down. Mitch Myers will knock down his first buckets of the game, or his first three of the game, excuse me.
Talk about finding that spark.
Definitely. And Mitch had 3 threes in the first game against Olentangy as well. He's definitely been the best three-point shooter so far. As Money and Chance Mott there go for the fight for the ball, and Ma will ultimately win it. As that Shaver, who will try to drive it in and get it to Jones. Back out to Shaver, but there was a foul. I think that one was on Deshaun McKinney there. That
is the type of hustle you love to see. And Gary Money and
excuse me, that foul was on Dejon Smith.
Gary Money and Mott, that was just great effort by both teams there.
DeMonte Smith checks into the game for Gary Money. And it is 6 fouls for Marion Harding now. 2 more and they will be in the bonus. Ontario will be in the bonus.
Oh, that was a nice steal by Lane Stevens there.
Stevens gets a very good steal there to get the ball back for the Presidents. Now DeMonte Smith, who just got in the game, ball goes out off of Ontario. Good drive there by DeMonte to get to the hoop. Lane Stevens now inbounding the ball for the Presidents. Gets it to DeMonte Smith, who will drive, get a pump fake, and pass it back out.
Ooh, I would have loved to see Smith do that pump fake and maybe draw some contact and get sent to the line.
Dejon Smith now, who will drive in, but pick up the charging foul, as that is Shaver who will take the charge. And that is now Dejon's second Smith. And Harding 7th, 1 more in there in the bonus. As comes in for Marion Harding, number 42.
Freshman Aiden Rich.
Yes, Aiden Rich. He got in the last game and had a pretty good game for a freshman. Usually Coach Wolchel doesn't play freshmen, but he must have the talent if he is on the team.
Tell you what, the kid certainly got the size.
Definitely. As Ontario missed a shot, and now Rich will take the ball up. DeMonte Smith now with it. Who will drive and be off the mark, but pick up the charge as well. And that is 2 charges in a row set by Shaver.
That's just a great play by Shaver.
First one on Dejon Smith, and now the second one on DeMonte. And Ontario take a timeout. We'll be right back after the break.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way.
And welcome back. 3:36 left in the second quarter. Ontario with 11 points and Marion Harding with 8. And with that last foul, Marion Harding now has 8 team fouls.
I want to see how Ontario reacts to this press.
Definitely. Gary Money is very athletic to put back there and to cause some havoc, so hopefully he will be able to do that. So that's now Brooks, who will drive in and pass it out to Mott. Back to Brooks, who will take the 3 in the corner and be off the mark, but he gets his own rebound. And will pass it out to Shaver, who will drive to the free throw line, take a jump shot, and off the mark there. And Jones will try to save it, and Stevens has it. Throws it out to Chance Mott, who shoots the 3 and knock it down. Chance Mott's 4th 3 of the game.
Might as well credit Lane Stevens with the assist there.
Definitely threw it right to him, wide open, knocked it down. So that is now 4 out of 5 from the 3-point range.
The main problem with that possession for the Prexies was no one boxed out. No one closed out on their man, and that caused the Warriors to get the ball back.
Actually did. As now Lane Stevens has the ball in the corner. Will dribble it inside. Pass it down to Deshaun McKinney, who will pass it to Rich. However, it will be hit off of Ontario, and Marion Harding will keep it. 2:40 left here in the second quarter. So I imagine Coach Royce will go into halftime trying to find out something to do for offense. 8 points in a quarter and a half really just isn't cutting it. Presidents are playing good defensively, but offensively, as Gary Money gets in for the layup.
That was a great drive by Gary Money. And when the offense was looking stagnant, Gary Money takes it to the cup and finishes. That's what the team needs.
As now, Chance Lamont will have the ball shot at the three-point line, drive, almost lose it. And the Warriors pass the ball around a little bit as Deshaun McKinney will pick up the steal on Brooks there and will drive in, go up, and be off the mark there as he went in a little too strong and just tossed off the backboard. Shaver now with the ball for the Warriors. And now, launches a three off the mark as Aiden Rich gets a rebound.
Tell you what, this Ontario team loves to shoot the three-point ball.
They do, and Gary Money shoots a three ball and a little bit deep there as that one's off the mark.
Ooh.
Chance Lamont will now drive the ball and go for the layup, but will miss it. But that is a charging foul. And I think that is Deshaun McKinney who takes the charge there and picks up the foul on Mott as DeMonte Smith comes in for Gary Money, and Deontay Smith comes in as well.
Look at that great sportsmanship. Mott helping up McKinney. That's just great to see. Great stuff.
As 1:37 left in the quarter, Marion Harding 10, Ontario 14. Aiden Rich will now take it up for the Presidents. DeMonte Smith with it now. Out to Rich. Into Smith, who loses it and will travel.
You got to be strong with the ball. Got to be strong.
He got tripped up a little bit and will pick up the turnover. Ontario now with the ball, with Aiden Rich in the backcourt helping the press as the ball gets thrown out, and DeMonte Smith will come up with the steal. Out to Aiden Rich to Deontay Smith in the corner.
And if I'm the Prexies, I keep pressing the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors can handle the press.
Deontay Smith tries to pass it, throws a little bit too hard, and will turn it over. 55 seconds left here in the first half. And now the scramble for the ball there between the two teams, as it looks like it'll get jumped up between Ontario and Harding will get the ball.
I'd like to see Harding use up most of the clock here and try to get a last possession shot here.
Definitely, or possibly even a 2-for-1. However, the Presidents have not had good ball control in the final seconds of the quarters out of any of the games so far. Lane Stevens with it now, guarded by Brooks, who will get it out to DeMonte Smith. Smith will get it to Mitch Myers. Ten seconds left now here in the half as Aiden Rich will drive in, go up and lose it, and Brooks will get the ball. And there's 5 seconds left. And Shaver is going to take the three and be off the mark. And that will do it for the first half. Marion Harding 10, Ontario 14. We will be back after the half.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs. Great futures start here.
This is me. And this is my teacher, Miss C. She's so great. She teaches me a lot of good stuff. She taught me that everything I do starts with me. I'm in charge. She taught me to have a plan and make sure I do all my work before I play. I also learned how to play well with others. I try to remember that everyone can win. And I listen before I talk. That makes working together a lot more fun. I know that balance feels best, so I remember to take care of myself. Miss C taught me lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
Okay, boys and girls, what do you think it means to be proactive? Alex?
Being friends.
Being friends. Kayla?
Being nice.
Being nice.
Be kind. When somebody's fighting, do you tell them to stop? Do the right thing. Have control of your actions and your words. Be proactive!
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Haven't seen you around before. Are you new in the neighborhood?
Yeah. Haven't you heard about the new state law on yard waste bags?
No, I guess not.
Well, if yard waste is set out by the curb for pickup, state law requires residents to use a compostable bag, like me, or a large paper bag, or a hauler-provided cart. Plastic bags like you are now banned from curbside pickup. This is the other new bag in the neighborhood.
Hi guys, what's shaking?
Hey there, welcome.
Welcome back for the second half of Marion Harding versus Ontario. Colton, after that first half, the score is 10-14. Not much offense going for both sides. What do you think will change this half?
President's got to be more aggressive. They got to get to the hoop. They're not a strong jump shooting team, and they got to get to the bucket and force fouls.
As Ontario will open with the ball to begin the half. So someone to note in the first half was Chance Mott, who knocked down 4 threes for Ontario. He's definitely one to watch to come out in the second half. Ooh, Deontay Smith with the vicious block there on 30, who ended up hitting him as number 30, Tavion Harris, looks to be a little bit shaken up.
Tell you what, though, the Presidents can't be disappointed with their defensive effort the first half. That was holding a team to 14 points in the first half is pretty good basketball.
Definitely, and I think if the Presidents can pick up the offense, I believe they can win this game. There's just no scoring going on, at all. Presidents now with the ball. Gary Money, who passes down to Mitch Myers down low. who will
That
go
was
up
a great
strong.
post move by Mitch Myers.
However, it was not enough as Jacobs will get the rebound there for Ontario. Harris will now get it to Coburn, who get it to Chance Mott, who drives in, gets up a shot, and will be off the mark as Devon Fraker gets a rebound and is running. Oh, Fraker throws it off of the leg of an Ontario defender, and they will get the ball back.
That can't happen when you're only scoring 10 points in the first half. You got to capitalize on those.
Too many turnovers. And now it's Harris with the ball, who will pass it down to Jones, who will go up and hit the layup, as it's Gary Money, who I believe tried to take the charge there.
If you're Ontario, that's beautiful offense. If you're the Prexies, someone missed the rotation.
Definitely. Lane Stevens now will drive in and throw up the left-hand layup off the mark, as Jones will get the rebound.
It does seem that the Prexies are being a little more aggressive, and that's good to see.
Yep, and they just have to keep playing aggressive and just get points on the board. Chance Mott will take his 6th 3 of the game and be off the mark, so he's now 4 for 6 from the three-point line. Devon Fraker now with the ball for the Presidents.
I think it's pretty obvious to see who the Warriors are trying to revelate their offense around.
Definitely, as Deontay Smith is off the mark there for the 3, and Harris will throw it out as Jones will recover it. Gary Money pokes the ball out there from Coburn. Now Harris will be guarded by Fraker with 5:45 left. Jones now will get the ball, spin, and throw up the shot around the free throw line and knock it down. Good spin.
Looks like Logan Jones is finding a little bit of a rhythm here in the second half.
Definitely. Jones is a 6'7" senior. As Harding will take a timeout, and we will be right back after the break. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's going to be a lead in a few years.
Oh, we're back.
Welcome back, as it is 18-10, Ontario with the lead. So, to begin the half, Presidents still not with the basket, and that's not how they need to start. And if the Presidents are going to keep playing like this, they're not going to fight back anymore. So they need to get a spark. They need to get something going, because they just can't score.
If you're the Presidents here, damage control is huge. You cannot let this lead get any more out of hand, or it's just going to make it more and more difficult to come back from.
As Dejon Smith will get the ball guarded by Harris. Fraker now with it.
Man, I just love watching Devon Fraker play. He's just a ball of energy.
He is, as Deontay Smith goes up and will get fouled by, I believe that's Jacobs. Logan Jones, excuse me. As now Deontay Smith will go to the line for 2. Smith will knock down the free throw, as Deontay is now 2 for 3 from the line.
Free throws are huge in a game like this. Can make the world of difference.
Deontay goes up for again, off the mark, and Chance Mount will get the rebound for the Warriors. Harris will get it into Jacobs, who will throw the shot up, off the mark. Dejon Smith with the rebound. This President's team is so athletic and they can run that really the only thing they need to do is put the ball in the basket. They play good defense, they run around, they play aggressive, it's just not getting the ball in the hoop. As Dejon Smith will now get the ball, who will pass it out to Deontay. Pass it out to Devon.
Prexies are becoming very stagnant again. They need to get the ball moving.
Devon drives in, goes up for the layup, but will throw it off the bottom of the backboard, and Jacobs steps out of bounds for the Warriors. Checking into the game, 23 Shaver in for 11 Coburn.
Drake, I wonder if Elijah Browley may be on limited minutes tonight.
Definitely. Looks like he's not playing too big of a role. You know, he got some minutes in today, but coach isn't playing him too much. But we'll see if he will play over the next quarter and a half. Dejon Smith with it now. Out of
Looks
Fraker.
Oh, Deshaun McKinney had a mismatch. Prexy's got to find that.
Deontay with it now, who will drive up and get the layup.
That was a good move.
Very good move, and I think the Presidents really need to get the ball to Deontay more. You know, he has the majority of the points for Harding again, and he seems to be the leading scorer so far this season. Deontay with it again, goes up for the reverse, doesn't get it, but Sean McKinney with the strong rebound goes back up again and loses it, and looks like it should have been a foul there.
That was a good hustle rebound there by Deshaun McKinney.
As Harris goes up for the floater and knocks it down. So it's now 20-13 as Elijah Browley goes over to the scorer's table to check in.
That's a difficult thing. You got to have short memory.
Definitely.
McKinney might have thought that was a foul, but he's got to keep his head up and keep going.
Deontay with it, who will take the three and will be off the mark.
I'm not so sure that's Deontay's game. I think that he needs to keep doing what he's been doing and driving.
Definitely, as Kenny gets knocked down there. However, Harris does score at the basket again. Now up to a 9-point game, and Marion Harding will call timeout. We'll be right back.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Haven't seen you around before. Are you new in the neighborhood?
Yeah. Haven't you heard about the new state law on yard waste bags?
No, I guess not.
Well, if yard waste is set out by the curb for pickup, state law requires residents to use a compostable bag, like me, or a large paper bag, or a hauler-provided cart. Plastic bags like you are now banned from curbside pickup.
Welcome back. 2:51 left in the third quarter. Ontario 22, Marion Harding 13. Colin, only 3 points to start off the second half. And, you know, what do you think is going through the President's heads right now?
Like I said earlier, damage control. You got to keep this deficit to a minimum. If you're the Presidents, you just got to keep being aggressive. Eventually shots will fall, and you just can't give up.
As Devon Frecker will start the ball off on the possession for the Presidents. Get it to Money, who will dribble in. Get it out to Mitch Myers, who will take the three. And be off the mark there. It looks like he was getting on his feet all the way set there. But the Warriors will take it over. Chance Mott with the ball now, guarded by Browley. Jones with it, back to Mott. And Brooks now with it, guarded by Money.
If you're the Presidents, got to let anyone shoot the ball but Mott.
Foul now on Mitch Myers. I believe he grabbed Jones's arm.
He has been the one consistent spark that this Warriors team has had all night.
3 fouls now on Mitch Myers, so he'll be sure to watch where he's playing there. As Mott will launch a three and off the mark there. Now 4 for 7.
Just a poor shot there by Mott.
Definitely kind of maybe heat check, see how he's shooting the game. Browley with it will pull up from mid-range and knock it down. Browley's first points of the season.
That was a rhythm shot right there.
Definitely. Hopefully Browley can keep playing good offensively and get some buckets, as Jones will go up and will go to the line for 2.
That was a great job by the Warriors finding the mismatch early and getting the ball to the big man.
Logan Jones now at the line for 2, and that foul was on Browley. So the Warriors are 1-0, excuse me, and they beat Norwalk last Friday, and the score was 49-3 in that game. As for the Presidents, start off the first game with the loss against Olentangy, 81-59, and then the second game at home, a loss 64-41 to Marysville. Jones knocks down the second free throw, as now Jacobs will check in for Jones.
It's early in the year, but the Prexies, they have some pretty big shoes to fill, as they're coming off MOAC champions just a year ago.
Definitely, and with the new teams added in the conference, it's just getting more and more competitive. And, the Presidents have to step up. Hopefully they'll find the rhythm. But as of now, they're just not playing as well as they should.
And I believe Shelby's joining the league, the MOAC next year.
Yes, they are, as Shelby was in the football playoffs as well, as they had a playoff game hosted at Marion, at the Harding Stadium over at Grant, as it was our first home game on the turf hosted for the playoffs in a long time. Browley now will take the three and be off the mark there, as they will hit the top and will turn the ball over.
That was a good look for Browley.
Open, in rhythm, just couldn't knock it down. But, you know, you won't be mad at that shot.
You know, I mean, he's more than likely the best perimeter shooter on the team. Those are the kind of shots you like to see him take.
As Presidents will now get the ball, and Fraker will receive it from Moni. And that is just good team defense turning into offense there. And that's how the Presidents need to play. Steals, fast breaks, especially with two explosive players like Moni and Fraker, who get another steal. Pass it to Smith now, who will take the three, and he'll be off the mark. However, Mott will get the ball and drive all the way and put the layup in. Chance Mott with another bucket now for Ontario, and I believe that's 16 for Mott tonight. Fraker now with it. Who'll get it to Moni. As I was saying, you know, Moni and Fraker, when they're on the press, they're two explosive, quick players. As Browley takes a three and knocks it down. Browley's first three of the game, and he now has 5 points in the game. Looks like Browley's heating up, and Marion Harding's finally scoring with 10 points this quarter, which is equivalent to how they had in the last quarter.
That's a great steal by Browley.
And Browley will get the ball, bounce pass it to Dejon Smith.
Prexy's got to finish this quarter strong.
Browley with it, off the mark there. Fraker goes up for the rebound and gets it.
Look at
Great
Fraker
hustle
go.
there. Very good play there. And there's more than enough time, but Moni takes it. And I don't know why people were saying shoot there. There's about 4 or 5 seconds left, and they're telling him to shoot. And I think that was just pressure, and he threw it up. Definitely had a little bit more time for a better shot, but there's 1 second left. And they will launch the ball. No good, and the score going to the fourth quarter is 25 Ontario, Marion Harding 20. We'll be right back after the break.
That are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
This is me, and this is my teacher, Miss C. She's so great. She teaches me a lot of good stuff. She taught me that everything I do starts with me. I'm in charge. She taught me to have a plan and make sure I do all my work before I play. I also learned how to play well with others. I try to remember that everyone can win. And I listen before I talk. That makes working together a lot more fun. I know that.
Welcome back for the fourth quarter of Marion Harding versus Ontario. Ontario 25, Marion Harding 20. Cole, it's the final quarter. What do you think Coach Marshall just said to them, or what do you think we need to do, really, in order to come back and win this game?
I think you got to keep up the defense. Prexy's had great momentum have great momentum heading into this quarter. They got a little offensive spark at the end, and that's great to see.
As now to begin the quarter, Ontario will begin with it, and I really think, the Presidents need to keep feeding Browley and Smith, who seem to be the two, Deontay Smith that is, seem to be the two leading scorers, really, and Brooks will make the pull-up jumper. As now a 7-point game, Ontario still with the lead, and Ontario has had the lead all game. Marion Harding has not had one lead at all. So if the Presidents pull this off, it will be a come from behind, as they're behind the entire game. Dejon Smith now with the ball. Browley with it, who will pull the three and knock it down. That's Browley's second three of the game. And it's now just a 4-point game. Browley has definitely heated up 2 threes in the past few minutes, as Brooks will get the easy shot there to go in. Now up to a 6-point game.
I think the Prexies may have found what they've been missing the past 2 games.
Definitely, and Browley is that type of player. They just need someone who will put the ball in the hoop. The defense, Mitch Myers takes a 3, and he's off the mark, but he gets his rebound and gets it into Fraker, who will go up strong and put the layup in. Very strong play there by Fraker, just going up. And Fraker is one of those explosive type players that you would compare to like a Russell Westbrook, who can just go out and be explosive, and that's exactly what he did there on that possession.
Tell you what, Ontario didn't close out, and Prexies took advantage of it.
And a long pass to Mott there, and the 3 rims out. And the ball will hit off Ontario and go in the direction of the Presidents. Very good defense there by Dejon Smith, slapping the ball off of Coburn's leg there.
Coburn, excuse me, that is Harris. Called for that touch foul there.
Yep, reaching in there, and that is now 3 team fouls for Ontario and 2 for Marion Harding. Browley now inbounding for the Presidents. Smith guarded by Harris.
It's key here for the Prexies to not panic. They finally have something going, and
Browley takes the shot and knocks it down, and Browley is officially heating up. 10 points for Elijah Browley in just the second half. And Dejon Smith gets a steal there and goes up and puts it in the hoop. It is now a tie game, and just like that, the Presidents are back in it. And that is all that they've needed, is great defense turning into offense and offensive scoring.
Tell you what, the Prexies are finally giving this crowd something to cheer about.
Definitely, as Mott will take the 3 and knock it down.
Man.
And Ontario retakes the lead.
Talk about a momentum killer 3, man.
Mott now with 5 threes in the game. Right now, a scoring battle looks like Mott versus Browley. Very good matchup.
Tell you what, I keep giving Browley the ball here.
Breaker goes up and will get it blocked as Brooks will now take it in on Browley and will miss the layup there. A little strong off the rim. And now Moni has it, who passes it to Fraker. 5 minutes left here in the final quarter. Marion Harding will call the timeout. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, and it is 32-29. Ontario with the 3-point lead, but Marion Harding just went on an explosive run there where they're getting steals, getting 3-point shots up, and actually putting the ball in the hoop. And the game has heated up and got a little bit more interesting finally.
We got ourselves a game, Mr. Fascione.
Yes, we do. Now, Devon Fraker with the ball, guarded by Harris. Browley and Mott there, who both are just scoring the ball at ease now tonight, each knocking down 3-pointers. Mitch Myers now with the ball, who would drive in, pump fake, get it, but go back up and knock that one down as Myers went up, lost it, got it back, and went up strong, and now it is just a 1-point game. Coher now with the 3 and will knock it down.
That was a great job by the Warriors breaking that press.
Definitely found the open man, and he took advantage of it. Now a 4-point game. And that'll be a jump ball.
Tell you what, Devon Fraker got away with one there.
He did, as Harris is playing tight on him. Very good matchup between those two as well.
You got to be strong with the ball late in the game, especially in this type of game. Turnovers are crucial.
As Moni now with the ball, guarded by Coburn. Now to Fraker. To Lane Stevens now, who will dribble it out. Mitch Myers. Fraker, oh, and there was an illegal screen there on Deontay Smith. And that is just not the fouls that we need at this time in the game.
Prexis cannot afford to let this lead get any bigger.
Not at all. 4 points, and considering how up and down it's been, you know, the Presidents need to fight back as much as they can, because with this game, you really don't know who will go on a run and who will start knocking down shots. It's been a little bit of back and forth. Harris now with the ball will shoot the floater and be off the mark there. However, Mott will get the ball, step back three, and is off the mark as Deontay Smith gets the rebound and is pushing it up.
Might have been
Smith
a little
goes
contact.
up, a little bit of contact there. However, Ontario will get the ball. Deontay Smith got the board and was running up strong. However, just couldn't put it in the hoop.
I tell you what, though, the officiating crew, they've been consistent all night.
Yep, not too many calls. No one really in foul trouble, which is good to see just for the game of basketball. However, I'm sure some of these players would like to get a little bit more free points at the line.
I mean, the officials set the tone early on that they're going to let them play physical.
Mott now with the ball. He'll get it back to Harris, who will travel in his first step. And it is a 4-point game still, coming up on just 3 minutes left, as Mitch Myers will check into the game for Deontay Smith. Gary Money now with it. Guarded by Coburn. Elijah Browley now with the ball. I'm sure Browley would like to get some more shots up in this game. So we'll see if he gets the ball. As he does, takes a three. A little bit short there. And Ontario gets the ball back.
Prexy's got to stay patient here. They can't force something.
Jacobs now goes up and gets the layup up and around.
Drake, I don't even think he looked at the hoop when he shot that ball.
I don't think he did either. I think he just got that one up there, and it went in. As Fraker gets fouled in there by Harris, who tries to come in and make the play, as Dejon Smith will check in.
Also, if you're Ontario here, you got to be patient as well.
2 minutes, 12 seconds left, 6-point game. And at this point, the Presidents just need to get points. The defense is there. The points just aren't. Holding a team to 37 points isn't bad, but scoring 31 points is not good either. Money will get the good drive, pass out to Smith there.
That was a good ball fake by Smith.
He will try to drive, get it out to Browley, who will drive, step back, pull the three, and airball that one. Now he's just throwing up some shots there, and that will be a jump ball. And Ontario will get the ball.
That's not good offense by the Prexys.
Not at all. Not a good shot and not good basketball.
Browley fed in exactly what Ontario wanted him to do, and that was to force a shot up. Interesting decision here by Coach Worstel taking out Browley.
Yeah, I think he didn't want those shots there, but at the same time, we're not getting too many other shots either. But there's 1:40 left here, and Coburn will pass it up to Harris there, guarded by Money. And I think it's a time Presidents need to start getting something going in terms of pressure, in terms of shots. Right now, they're just playing just to play, but they do get a steal there, and the Presidents really do need to capitalize on this one. Mitch Myers goes up to three and knocks it down. And the game is just cut to three, and that's exactly what we needed. Marion Harding with the timeout. We'll be back after the break.
know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start.
Welcome back. 37-34, Ontario with a 3-point lead. 1:18 left in the game. Cole, and I think we're in for a good finish.
Man, Mitch Myers just hit a big three-pointer.
Very clutch, and that is exactly what we needed to get back the momentum and get back to a level playing field. Like I said, the defense is there, you know, as long as the Presidents keep playing like they were. Lane Stevens there with the good defense on the inbound pass.
You know, these are the moments you practice for if you're the Prexies, you know?
Definitely. A foul there as Deontay was going for the ball, and it just ended up becoming a foul there. And that would be Stevens' foul there, as Ontario will call the timeout, and we'll be back after the break.
Lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
Okay, boys and girls, what do you think it means to be proactive? Alex?
Being friends.
Being friends. Kayla?
Being nice.
Being nice.
Be kind. When somebody's fighting, do you tell them to stop?
Welcome back. 37-34, 1:08 left. Ontario with the basketball. Colton, these are the moments where you really cannot make mistakes.
Tell you what, Drake, these are the games that I love. These are the Prexies here. You got to be careful. You only have one more foul to give.
Oh, and people are looking for the back court there, but the ref's not going to give it to him as he didn't touch the ball. Gary Money now stepping up on defense. The Presidents just need a steal, need a stop, just need something really. Money now will pick up the foul, just the fifth though, as Presidents do have fouls to give, which is a blessing and a curse at the same time, as you know, you don't want to just give up free buckets, but there comes a time where you just need to get the ball back. As Lane Stevens will come out of the game and Dejan will come in.
A player I'd have my eyes on is Gary Money.
And another foul there on Dejan, who pushes down Harris. And that's yet another foul. So, Presidents pick up 2 quick fouls, still 2 more to give. It's now 47.3 seconds left in the game. Ooh, timeout. Ontario, we'll be back after the break.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
This is me, and this is my teacher, Miss C. She's so great.
47.3 seconds left. 3-point game still. And we're just looking to see what happens at this point.
Prexy's key weapon.
Presence get the steal. And that's what they needed. That's exactly what they were looking for. But they need to take the time and get the right shot here as Coach Worcester calls the timeout, and we will be back again.
I know that balance feels best, so I remember to take care of myself. Miss C taught me lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
Okay, boys and girls, what do you think it means to be proactive? Alex?
Being friends.
Being friends. Kayla?
Being nice.
Being nice.
Be kind. When somebody's fighting, do you tell them to stop? Do you like
37, 34, 38.7 seconds left. Marion Harding with the important steal. And now we just got to see who will take the shot or if they'll go for a two and try to get the ball back again.
If you're the Prexys here, you can't force anything.
Can't force anything, but they just need to find the right shot. 30 seconds left, and I don't know if this will be a one-possession game or if we'll see if they'll try to get more buckets. But right now it's Dejon Smith with the ball. We'll get it to Lane Stevens, almost loses it.
Prexy's got to get something going here.
Elijah Bradley pulls a three and is off the mark. And they get it back. 10 seconds left now. Dejon Smith with it now. Shoots a three. Off the mark. As there's the ball hit the top. And there's 3 seconds left. And Colton, I don't think there could have been a better shot. I really don't.
Dejon Smith had the perfect
I
look.
don't think there could have been a better shot there. And that's just off the mark. You know, you really can't say much about it. The shot was there. It's not a bad shot, but it's off the mark. And there's a timeout, and we'll be back.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and in an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with.
3 seconds left here in the game. 37-34. We just saw Dejon Smith with the wide open three, and that's really the only shot you can ask for in a situation like that. You know, they found him with the ball after getting the ball back and just couldn't capitalize, and now Harding will have to get a steal. They'll have to get a miracle if they want to tie this game up. Jacobs will now inbound it. Who will launch it? It will be off the mark. Oh, and it'll step out. No, and they call a pushing foul. Wow.
I might disagree with that call.
I think we all might there. And they call a pushing foul. And they're now a 1-and-1. If the Presidents get this, or if the if Mott makes a free throw, then the game will be over. If he misses it, I don't know if they have a timeout or not. But they just have to try to get a shot off, really.
You know what they say, Drake, it's not over till it's over.
Yes, and hopefully that's the case. Hopefully, you know, we see a miracle happen. Mott. Free throw for the game. And it's off. Devon shoots it. It's off the mark, and that will be the game. 37-34. Great game. The Presidents could not pull it out. Thank you guys for watching this broadcast. I am Drake Fascione.
Colton Hoffman here.
And we will see you guys in the next game.